Hello Internet, this is game 2 of my round 2 game against Ray Rizzo, the 3-time world champion, and I won the first game, so I'm feeling alright going into the second game. I know that he's going to change things up though, and basically because I managed to get my Azumarill to +6, I used Belgium on the first turn. Last game, I know that he has got to stop that. He cannot let that happen again. So I'm expecting him to lead with his Ludicolo, as he does do. He didn't even bring his Ludicolo in the last game, so I'm bringing Talonflame here. And actually, I'm using Protect here. I don't use Protecting much in this tournament, but I do so because I don't want it to get knocked out. It's very important for me. I don't want a Fake Out on it and a Shadow Ball on it. I don't want anything like that. I just need to keep it protected. And actually, he leaves his Ludicolo open for a Brave Bird here. He just lets my my Thunderbolt actually hit it, and as I'm protecting my Talonflame, again, it's very important for me. He uses his Life Orb Shadow Ball on my Raichu, and thank goodness the bit of bulk I put in this Raichu works wonders for me as it survives here. Obviously, he really needed to get rid of this Raichu because of the problems that it caused for him in the last game, but he left his Ludicolo open for a Brave Bird last turn, so I wasn't quite sure what to think this turn. I didn't know if he had, if he was going to bank on his Moile or something else in the back to take care of my Azumarill, because I would presume that he would presume that I had brought my Azumarill. But I didn't want to make any over-predictions. I didn't want to sort of fall into any trap of, rabbit in the headlights kind of thing, playing Ray Rizzo. I just went for it and used Brave Bird, and again he leaves his Ludicolo in for an attack, for a Brave Bird, and I knock it out, which is fine by me. The Aegislash that was in there, he's brought out and put his Zapdos in, because the last game, this Thunderbolt from my Raichu knocked it out. I don't actually think this Thunderbolt would have knocked out the Aegislash this game, because I did have a Thunderbolt on it in shield form last game as well, but I think he was fearing that. I think he was overestimating the power of my Raichu. I think it was actually quite close last game, that knockout on the Aegislash. But either way, he brings his Moile in here, and I've got my Raichu out again now, so his Zapdos can't really do too much. It doesn't want to use Thunder Wave, it doesn't want to use Thunderbolt, so I'm banking on him not using either of those moves, and I bring my Azumarill in here. I've got 2 electric weak Pokemon now out against his Zapdos, and he actually does, he uses Roost, he doesn't use any of his electric attacks. He protects his Moile, he doesn't want to take any Flare Blitz damage from this Talonflame. The next turn, maybe he was predicting me to predict his Sucker Punch and not just go straight out for the attacks, but I'm hoping that this combination of Aqua Jet and a -1 Flare Blitz is going to knock this Moile out. And we can see it going down, and it actually just hangs on. It just hangs on. So I'm a little bit worried now, but the threat of my Raichu coming back in actually forces his Zapdos not to use an electric attack, and he uses Swagger on my Talonflame, so the dice is introduced to the game again, the RNG is introduced. He uses Play Rough on my Azumarill, which doesn't knock it out, which I was quite pleased to see at first, but with the attack drop, I'm not quite sure how valuable this Azumarill is for me anymore. But actually, I just use the Aqua Jet and knock it out, which kind of surprised me, because he just let me get the free knockout, basically. But if he had switched his Aegislash in, it would have been threatened by my now +2 Talonflame, and I could have potentially switched Raichu in again to protect it from the Thunderbolt. So maybe he's overthinking this a bit, maybe I'm underthinking it, maybe I'm playing a little bit too obviously, but it is working out for me. But now we can see the little birds, the little rubber ducks floating around Talonflame's head. This is quite important, because it is a +2 Talonflame, it is going to do a lot of damage. I don't want to hit myself, but as we can see, I actually use Taunt here, and I do this for a very good reason, because this is his Nationals team, so maybe I've got a little bit of an advantage here, but I know that its only attacking move is Thunderbolt, so if it's taunted, it can't use Thunder Wave, it can't use Swagger, it can't use Roost, it is locked into Thunderbolt, and I know his last Pokemon is Aegislash here, so basically I can bring Raichu back out now and absorb this Thunderbolt, and I can get a big crunch off on his Aegislash. If he does use King's Shield, then I can just encore him into King's Shield, and I've got the game won. Basically, I've got the game won here. I've got it on lockdown. So there's the Lightning Rod, the Thunderbolt, so I've got a +1 Raichu. Now we can see the importance of my goggles now, the importance of the safety goggles on Raichu, allowing it to survive these turns in the Sandstorm. So there's all the damage on the Aegislash. He does go into Blade form, and he shows he's got Sacred Sword, which just destroys my Tyranitar, you know, a one-shot straight away. But the game's mine, because he is taunted, his Zapdos is taunted, all he can do is Thunderbolt. My Raichu has got the goggles, it's not going down to the Sandstorm, my Raichu is going nowhere. So all he's doing is just boosting my special attack every turn. Basically, double attack and win the game. So I get the Flare Blitz off, and I get my Thunderbolt and win the game. So, I'm happy. Must say, didn't expect to win, but I have been playing against teams like this. I've been practicing against teams like this. I did feel okay going into it. Happy to win, but my next game is actually going to be against Mr. Bopper in the top 8 in the quarterfinals, and he was the person that beat me in the Nugget Bridge Invitational in the semi-final last year. He won that tournament last year. He came first, I came third in that tournament, so the next game is going to be very interesting as well. Okay, let's see how that goes.